Whew, girl. When I tell you that I really, really miss my pre-workout powder, that jolt, hello God, of energy, even the crack vibes, the itchy scratchy, you know, that feeling, you know, in your skin, the endurance, that Hulk-like invulnerability, hello God, that was needed, required, and desired to get through. Hello God. But since I am no longer allowed, my health does not alloweth me to take on pre-workout anymore. I'm trying to get my body, my spirit, and my soul, bitch, to get acclimated to the new way of doing shit. I will say this, it's getting better. But I didn't realize how much I leaned on the pre-workout to get me through until now. I'm still doing, you know, everything that's needed, required, and desired. It's just building up that oomph, you know. Yeah, it'll be all right. I'll be all right. You know what my motto is: as long as you're going, hello God, as long as you're working out, as long as you're sweating, as long as you're pushing yourself and you're active, you're good to go. You're doing something. Obviously, the other avenues, like, you know, certain fruits, certain foods, certain snacks, whatever, I got to get used to that, utilizing those pre-workout methods versus that chemical trash that has been slowly, well, not really slowly, because 3 years, I've been doing that pre-workout for 3 years. Like, it took 3 years to bring my liver and my kidneys to this point of damage where it's almost, you know, irreparable. But child, anyway, I'm doing what I gotta do. The gym, girl, I gotta find a different time now, because, like, or maybe a different gym. There's this new gym that is supposed to be 10 times better than Crunch, 10 times better than Planet Fitness, with Planet Fitness pricing. It's called EOS. They have a couple locations, you know, down here. I might have to get into that. I've been to the girl, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, it's giving luxury, girl. It's giving the tea. It may not be no LA Fitness, girl, because, girl, let me tell the truth, LA Fitness be charging like $200 a month. Bitch, it is never that serious. Girl. But anything that's giving, you know, higher, you know, upper echelon vibes with Planet Fitness pricing, I might be interested in. So I might do a little tour, you know, probably, you know, ask for like a day pass or some shit and see what it's giving. Because, girl, I'm all for people taking pride, hello God, being more proactive in regards to their health. But I've never seen these gyms get this packed before. Like, it's becoming a health crisis. I'm sorry, I don't want to be around a bunch of motherfuckers like that. You know, I know that they say that we're done with the pandemic, the Carisha, please, but girl, please, I just don't like being around a bunch of people like that. It's kind of hard to focus. It's kind of hard to actually do the things that you need to do. You know, there's only so much equipment, and then you have all of these people, you know, running down on this place, and no one likes to leave. and hey, good for y'all. I guess that's a good thing when you think about it. But girl, whatever. I'm just over it. I don't like not being able to, because I'm that kind of person that, hey, what, I'm just gonna leave. I'm not waiting around. I'm not gonna be sitting here walking up to people. How much longer you got? But I'm not doing it. It's not that serious, girl. I just gotta try to get here earlier. It sucks that I work at night, because I probably would come at night if I worked during the day, because I've done that a couple times when I have, you know, been on vacation or I've been off during the week like that. It just sucks because Planet Fitness used to be 24 hours, 7 days a week. Since Carisha Please, the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Fridays they close at like 10. Saturdays they close at like 7 or 10, and Sundays they close at like 8 or 9 or whatever. So it's like, I'm off on weekends, so. And during the week, it's either I try to kill myself and do it in the morning when I get off work, which I really don't be having the strength for. And definitely now, since, you know, the pre-workout crack powder that I was taking is no longer in my experience. No. So it's, you know, the evening time or early, late afternoon vibes. And that's always when motherfuckers are popping up by the multitudes. Honey, there's more people here today than there are gathering around the Pope. And let's talk about that real quick. Yeah, I guess we can kind of lead into that shit real quick. No one cares. Can we just tell the truth? Like, the Pope situation, first of all, most of the world, either Catholic or Christian, I get it, that those are the majority, that's the major religions, right? Either you're Catholic or Christian these days. It's been like that for a long time, actually. But I mean, like, this man passed. First of all, we're not talking about the fact that this man passed away literally hours after meeting with J.D. Vance. If that doesn't say something about the spirit, hello God, the demonic spirit that poureth out of these people, girl, I don't know, girl. That's what we really need to be talking about. But the weight of the Pope and the position, it's equivalent to kings and queens of today. It's null and void. It no longer matters. And maybe I'm just speaking from, you know, an American perspective. Let's just tell the truth. Ever since we found out the truth about the Catholic Church, and not just the ugly truth that y'all really love playing in little boys' booty holes, but let's just tell the truth. It is what it is. That's the tag that is on the Catholic Church. All tea, all shade, all real. There's no allegedly. There's been multiple reports, multiple accusations, multiple allegations, multiple settlements. Girl, the Archdiocese, girl, y'all had to spend out so much money, girl, to just try your best to hush the girls up. But it's the truth. Same for the Christian church. Girl, we've heard it all before. We see it all the time, especially for these wannabe mega church owners, girl. Y'all be playing around with the children, girl. Y'all are evil. Y'all are demonic. Y'all got all of these tags on y'all for good reason. You've earned it. These are your sins exposed. But when we go further, hello God, over down to the Vatican, girl, and the things, girl, the Pope, it just doesn't really hold the same weight anymore. Y'all collect these men and their replacements when they are literally 1 foot, well, hell, an arm, a leg, bitch, yeah, half their body is in the grave. What do you expect? Y'all be picking these dudes who are like 80, 90 years old. So the fact that the Pope has gone on to what they would consider their glory, it is what it is. And I think, again, just staying on a little bit of what I talked about in my previous video about the whole, I think people are waking up and realizing that religion is nothing more than a con, a very long con. And people are waking up and they're realizing it's nothing but a bunch of fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence. My bad, fraudulence, okay? They see the truth. They see it for what it really is. Just manipulation, scare tactic, hello gone, social control, like all the things. And honestly, girl, the Pope is passing away, but I still want to know what's in that Vatican. The catacombs in the Vatican, girl, like we hear all these stories through all the years. They say the Vatican holds all of the things needed, required, and desired to unlock the secrets of this world. And you know why I believe that to be true too? If you guys know the history of the Catholic Church, you will know, and I talk about this a lot over here, the Catholic Church was really big for many fucking moons. We're talking about from the north, the east, the south, the west, bitch. Hello, gone. All corners of this earth had to bend the knee to the Catholic Church. And it wasn't about because they wanted to convert you over to Catholicism. Girl, they didn't care nothing about you bending the knee to God. It had to be the show of that. It really was because they wanted to control and conquer all things. They really thought they were out here doing their Alexander the Great big one. While they were doing these things and conquering these people in their lands, they were stealing their shit, hoarding and collecting parts of these people's history. And from what I've heard, part of their own religious histories. So I just think that it would be interesting to like really get into the minutiae, girl, of what really lieth deep in the catacombs of the Vatican. But one thing I will say is for the culture and for tradition and people, I do kind of live for that kind of sense with the Pope, that at least y'all have been able to kind of like keep that around the same way we kind of kept the royal family around, the Queen of England. Like, we know the bitch ain't got no power, and that's what the prime ministers are for, right? But to keep the idea of the monarch alive, just for history's sake, for the culture, for the people, I do find that to be pretty cute. But you know, again, they don't hold the same weight as they used to. Okay. At this point, girl, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm running my mouth. My sub cunt lives down the street from here. I hit him up, you know, I'm a little on the horny side, so I told him I just need some dick licks. You know, get on your knees to serve your master, bitch, okay? For a brief moment in time. That's how y'all know I'm feeling some type of way, because I don't ever talk about a brief moment in time. Okay? He said all the right things. I said yes. I love a bitch that says yes. If I were you, I would say yes. Yes, girl. Speaketh unto me. Yes, Lord. Anyway, don't bring your ass over here, bitch, because I don't have nothing for you. I don't have nothing, because I know why you coming over here. Girl, they see that cigarette smoke and they think it's okay to come over here. That's right. Thank you so much for passing me by. Because I swear, he was on a whole other direction. He saw that cigarette smoke, he thought, because they will, oh, can I bum one off of you? No, bitch, you can't. Cigarettes is too expensive now. I'm actually going to be trying some patches. I gotta quit. I really gotta quit. Girl, let me tell y'all something real quick, girl. Bitch, when I heard the news that the Trump administration has directed the Department of Education, the 3 people that still work for that bitch, to go ahead and start May 1st or whatever, girl, they want to start trying to collect on the student loans. And for this to happen so quickly lets me know something is not clean in the monies. When I mean these people are doing everything in their power to reach and grab the money trees, to shake them bitches. And you know what kills me even more is that you know who that affects. You know who that affects. The everyday person. The person that's already having enough time paying their bills, buying groceries, taking care of their kids, paying their rent, all the things. You know who that affects. And let's push a little further. The fact that we saw the video and the audio of Donald Trump and his associates joking about them basically forcing the markets to crash because of the tariff announcements. And then in turn, you guys made millions of dollars on what I believe to be insider trading vibes. Remember what they did to Martha Stewart, our mother, hello God, Mother Martha. Y'all got her together for that shit. What about y'all? Intentionally. And then we have these congressional meetings, hello God, these oversight committees having these conversations where they themselves also believe that there was collusion, there's a conspiracy for all of these people to make a lot of money based on our economy, hello God, being dragged to hell. Girl, if there was a time for a revolution, this is the time right now, because I'm not going to tell no lies, girl. Like, the fact that this man and his folks have came through, saw, and literally conquered is crazy work. And we're just sitting around here, not even trying to do anything. If there was a time for a revolution, it is now, girl. This is craziness. You're not even trying to give us 6 months to a year or anything like that. This isn't even 30 days. We're talking about in a matter of a week and a half. But my thing is this, though. I thought you dismantled the Department of Education. So by dismantling the Department of Education, you dismantled and you forgave us our sins. Our debts have been paid. And y'all know my belief system, girl. I like to say Jesus. Y'all say Jesus paid it all, girl. Well, he paid off these loans too. But girl, now we're about to see that, girl. They really finna shake the table of life. I really hope something happens. I really hope that there's some pushback. I need to understand, I'm not really quite clear on the powers, the authority that the president actually has to do this alone. I got to do a little bit of research. Maybe someone can drop in the comments and let me know. Can an act of Congress actually help shift that decision to our favor? Because you want to stimulate the economy. How are you going to do that if you garnish all of our wages? Do you not realize how many people are going to be evicted? Do you not realize how many people are going to go hungry? Do you realize how many people are going to lose the ability to cover the already high expenses in this life? And you want to talk about garnishing people's wages. What if we garnished your wages? All of those tax evasion situations you had going on, right? It kills me so much that you have this man, this orange bitch, sitting in a seat that he stole, in my humble opinion, that he doesn't even have the right to sit in, because you are a criminal, hello God. You are a felon, bitch. Hello, God. Sitting here trying to basically squeeze the life out of us. I'm just, the fact that any of this is allowed, the fact that this is even a conversation is craziness. And if anything, it just makes you just want to leave. It makes you just want to get up out of this dusty ass country, girl, and go somewhere else. It's so hostile here in America now. All of this racial divide, all of this anger, all of this indifference, girl, all of this struggle. Like, there's no more laughter in the air. There's no more peace. There's no more harmony. There's none of that. It's all division. And every time you turn around, you got this man doing something that upsets the majority of the people that live in this country. If the 1% keeps on getting everything they want, it's gonna turn into like District 12 in this bitch. It's gonna be a fucking Hunger Games movie. Like, when do we put a stop to this foolishness? Because it's no longer just upsetting me and my homegirls, it's upsetting everyone at this point. What are you trying to accomplish by squeezing the life out of the American people, even more than what you've already been doing? A debt should only be especially debts of the magnitudes that we see with student loan borrowing, right? When we see that shit, right? You gotta ask yourself, girl, 30, 60, 70,000 for the girls who are lawyers and doctors. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. When are people gonna ever be able to breathe? And I feel like when it comes to debt, girl, you pay when you can pay. And then after 7 years, if you haven't paid it, girl, it falls off your credit report. And then everyone's talking about, oh, you know, now they're going to start reporting to your credit bureau. They've been doing that. What are y'all talking about? They've been reporting to your credit bureau. The fuck? It's not right. It's not okay. I'm only going to be able to, like, feel the pressure that everybody else is feeling when that time comes. Luckily for me, I only owe, like, I think I only owe, like, 5 or 8 grand or some shit like that. But still, though, I don't want nobody trying to dip into my paycheck. If I wanted to, and if I had the capacity to pay on it, I would. But like I say all the time when we have these conversations about education, it should be free. And then you got a lot of these bitches who sit around here and that agree with this way of thinking with Donald Trump and his administration, talking about some, well, you took the debt out, you should pay it back. The American taxpayers shouldn't have to be paying for your debt. But girl, where was that argument when y'all bitches was out here forgiving all these PPP loans for your constituents, for your homegirls and them who were taking out millions of dollars in PPP loans? When you found out that it wasn't just the ghetto urchins of life, the black and brown people, girl, hello God, when y'all was making these lists and trying to arrest the girls and all the things, right? When you found out that it reached beyond the hood, hello? And y'all brought them real list of life. It was major CEOs, business owners. It was your people. I heard that Marjorie, whatever the fuck her name is, Marjorie Green Taylor, whatever her name is, that old sorry ass white woman that be talking out her neck. They say she had a couple of PPP loans. Y'all didn't mind forgiving that. Where'd the money come from to forgive that? Y'all weren't talking about, oh, taxpayers shouldn't have paid that, but y'all did. Y'all covered it in full. You forgave the hell out of that. I'll be trying to tell y'all, girl, when it fits for what the narrative that you're trying to push, it's okay. All else is bullshit, right? When it fits for what you're trying to do, you can make money appear. Anyway, girl, I'm just over it. I'm so tired of this toxic ass bullshit experience that we live in. It's not fun. It's not anything. It's not worth living. I'm just gonna tell the truth. We just need to figure out, you know, where are we gonna go? Greenland, hello God, Australia, Indonesia, girl, the Philippines, and actually, hell no, I'm not dealing with the Philippines, girl, because all of them earthquakes and them tsunamis, bitch, y'all can kiss my ass. I don't have time for that. At least in Florida, a bitch just got to worry about hurricane season. I don't know, girl. I'm over this country, and I'm over y'all stupid ass white people. You're so hell bent on being so racist and discriminative towards people of color, to the point where you will literally sell your own generations up the river. Your hate runneth that deep for the very people's ancestors that helped build this country and build this entire world. Hello God, y'all wouldn't be in, let's just tell the truth, y'all would not be anywhere without our ancestors, without the ancient ones who came before, way before, and laid the foundation for a lot of the shit that we have now. So that shit just really kills me. It really kills the fuck out of me with y'all bitches sitting around here just trying to choke the girls, the descendants of the very people who sat here and really put forth the effort to make this country what it is now, to make the world what it is now. The way y'all talk about Africa, the way that y'all talk about black people, the way that y'all talk about Spanish people, the way y'all talk about everybody that is not white is crazy as fuck to me. Without our contributions, you would have nothing. Because white people, y'all don't create anything. You steal everything that you have. You lay claim to things that you never even had a hand in making in this life. You would be stuck without us. That's another reason why I go up and I be trying to tell, like, my people, girl, y'all be sitting over here trying to have so much proximity to whiteness. You're not understanding that they need us. They need to be trying to have proximity to us. And also why we need to be uniting and standing with our black and brown people, instead of being so divisive and fighting all the fucking time and leaning into what white supremacy really wants at the end of the day. As long as we're fighting each other, as long as we're divisive, as long as we're sitting over here, you know, doing all the bullshit, girl, they sitting over there with the major plan. That's what they want us to do, while we're not focusing on what their major plans are to destroy us even further. We got to do something before it's too late. At this point, girl, I think it's almost too late, but as long as we're breathing, hello God, it's never too late in my opinion. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got. I'm finna go get my dick sucked. Bitch. Okay, y'all be blessed and never stressed. Remember that health is truly wealth. Drop it in the comments, engage in the conversation. I really appreciate it. And yeah, until the next video, y'all, take care. Bye.